Hello and welcome. In this episode, I'm going to try to answer the question, is the State of Israel a legitimate or a fraud state? Of course, in previous episodes, I explained that the State of Israel or the Zionist state, is a settler colonial state that was established by force over historic Palestine in early 20th century. In order to understand and answer today's question, we have to begin with some definitions. First, the term Zionism. Zionism, or the World Zionist Organization, is a political organization. And I emphasize the word political. It's a political organization that calls upon the establishment of a sovereign Jewish state for the Jewish people over the land of Palestine. It is an organization that was established in the late 19th century. The next term is Judaism, and Judaism is a religion that appeared in the Middle East over 2,500 years ago. And of course, as a religion, you can follow it yourself. A religion is a group of thoughts or beliefs and is followed by millions of people around the world. There are Jewish people who follow this religion in Europe and North and South America and anywhere. The people of the Arab world do not have any problem or conflict with the Jewish people. They have a problem with the Zionist organization, which is a political organization. The next term is the term Semitism. And Semitism refers to the Semitic people, who are the people who lived in the Middle East or the Arabian Peninsula, the people who look like me in color scheme. The next dilemma that arose is that the World Zionist Organization tried to draw an equivalence between the term Zionism and the term Semitism. It has made it sacrilegious to criticize the Zionist political organization and call anybody who dare to criticize it an anti-Semite, meaning you are hostile to the Semitic people of the Middle East or the Arabian Peninsula, while this is a fallacy and terminology. This is a fallacy created by the Zionist organization to draw legitimacy to itself. The next important issue we need to talk about is the core thoughts or the principles that the father of the Jewish state, Theodor Herzl, drew. When you read the textbook of the Jewish state written by Theodor Herzl in 1896, it seems to me that through his thoughts, he thought that the Jewish people were inherently hated and persecuted, and everybody was coming after them to kill them or persecute them. Of course, Europe in the 19th century was going through a lot of troubles and social and economic problems, and European states tried to export these problems to other parts of the world, to the Americas, to Africa, to the Middle East. One of the problems was its conflict with the Jewish people. So that's where the thought that Theodor Herzl wanted to gather the Jewish people in one place close to their historic Holy Land. Of course, such principle of the Jewish people being inherently persecuted, if we take that principle and evaluate it in today's standards, in the age of modern civilized life, this principle would be ancient or old or outdated. In today's day and age, you can follow any religion you want and live anywhere you want. Most of countries around the world allow religious freedom. And so this being one of the core principles of the establishment of the State of Israel is actually today outdated and ancient and unnecessary. So, is the State of Israel legitimate? There has always been a small Jewish presence in the land of Palestine. The Jewish people maintained a very small minority of Jewish people who lived in the land of Palestine. And so by this principle, these people, the indigenous Jewish people in that land, have the right to have an independent state of their own. You can call it Israel, you can call it whatever you want. The name is not important. And so as a principle, the state of Israel has the right to exist. But is it the current state of Israel in its current shape has the right to exist, or is it legitimate? Well, the answer is no. The current state of Israel is a settler colonial state that is based on bringing migrants from all around the world and replacing the current indigenous population, and where the migrants from other parts of the world would come to the land and have better rights than the indigenous people who lived in the land through generations. The migrants from all around the world, they are as genetically diverse as the population of the United States. Benjamin Netanyahu, the current Prime Minister of Israel, is a blonde man with blue eyes because his father is originally from Belarus and his mother is from Poland. He does not have any historic relation to the land of Israel. Moreover, these migrants population who have been coming to the land of Palestine, they organize themselves in gangs, and these gangs have been committing crimes against the indigenous Palestinian population in the land for over 100 years. These settler groups or gangs eventually, such as the gangs of Haganah and Stern, eventually evolved into the Israeli army or the Israeli Defense Force. So the state of Israel, with its army and with its settler population as a whole, have been committing crimes and genocide against the Palestinian people. And so this actually gives the state of Israel a unique attribute that other states around the world do not have. And that is that the state of Israel is a terrorist state by its entirety, government and citizens. Government and citizens. The crimes committed against the Palestinian people participated in which the entire state of Israel, as I mentioned. The state of Israel, with its people and its army, have been using force to advance political agenda. I have just defined terrorism. And therefore, overall answer that the state of Israel is a terrorist nation and it is illegitimate by its principle. Absolutely illegitimate. Thank you.